Hello everyone, it's Fast off of V-Kwadraat Gaming and we're playing some Flow Free Hexes. So not Flow Free, the normal app. I'll be continuing that later on with the phone connection support or through this Bluestacks Android, virtual Android, because I recently discovered they added cloud storage, which may have been there for quite some time. So I can sync my progress from my phone to the virtual Android PC. But for now, I'm gonna explore Flow Free Hexes a little bit. Gonna start with the basics, easy, 5x5, and it's easy to see how this is inspired by. Yeah. So that happened. It's not gonna crash every time, is it? I like to sign in to, well, sure, but just don't crash, At least it noticed that I completed the track perfectly, I might add. Hey. So, as I said, you can see how this is a variant of Flow Free with, of course, hexes, called Flow Free Hexes. And but I tried the sampler pack on Flow Free itself, and I was pleasantly surprised with how it makes you think differently, but it's not terribly harder. Like, there's also Flow Free bridges, and that's definitely a step up in difficulty. You have to set aside your usual way to process the. Does that work? Yeah, you still get the ad. And it didn't crash. But with bridges, with hexes, you can still use your normal reasoning for solving the puzzle. It's just like 6-sided. With bridges, you have to turn off your your normal paving logic and think outside of the box, which is harder for some people. Like, I can do this here without too much thought. I'm gonna go on auto mode as it would, and I'm fine. I can like progress in the game. Of course, they are pretty simple puzzles, but with bridges, you have to like be quiet and think. Like, wait, no, don't just play flow free. Play something else. And with hexes, as you can see, not really too much of difficulty. Oh, I might skip ahead to the harder puzzles. You have to unlock them normally, but the first series, the easier series, you don't need to have played those before you can skip to the harder ones. And as I said, I played the starter pack, the sample pack in Flow Free, and I liked it. And it was good enough preparation that I feel confident that I don't really need to go to the progression. I will do all the puzzles just because of completion's sake, but not necessarily on the recording. Sometimes they don't show the mark, and that's a pain in the ass. I don't mind clicking away the ad every now and then, just as long as it doesn't interfere with actually playing the game. I mean, that in a way that I don't have to wait for like these amount of seconds. I could just find the close button, hit it, and be on my way. in a way, that's not what ads are supposed to do. So I feel a little bit guilty every time I do it. I mean, I get a game, a fun game for free. Oh, achievement. XP. Okay. So I'm getting a game for free, and in return all I have to do is spend some of my attention to watch ads and determine if this product is something that is for me. So if I don't pay attention to the ad, I'm like making them useless. That's something, if we want to continue this ad-based model, it's something we need to be wary of. One day in the future, the ad-based model may suddenly go away. Things may stop being free. That's it. Okay, switching. Still on the first pack, I assume. We're just done with the 5x5s for that first pack. Yeah, ad model. So, ad revenue. Of course, in the beginning, showing my age here, things were not free. Definitely not. Oh yeah, summer blowout sale. No, I don't need a purse. You know all the hullabaloo about applications tracking your shopping habits and stuff, and they say it's to improve the ads that they are presented to you. I have seen very little proof of that. Like, they know who I am. My Google account is linked. They know what I buy, and I don't buy purses. I have never bought a single purse. Nor have I bought a single dress. I don't need to. Well, you could say I could do it for like a joke and you'd be right, but I haven't. Nothing against it. No judging people that do. And for all we know, it might be their wife using their account. But my wife has her own account, and so I have never bought a dress or a purse on my account. At least I'm pretty sure. Not enough to warrant seeing an ad for it. I have seen ads for like headsets, like when I was researching which headset to buy for streaming and working. And I have seen ads for headsets, of course, after I have bought my headset. Well, that's a bridge too far, I guess. Actually tracking whether you have purchased it. The best they can do for now, apparently, is tracking if you have researched certain purchases. But whether you've actually bought them or not, is a bit too hard. Tricky dicky. iBlue Smart Home. Using iBlue devices at your house. But gate or garage door and protect your car. My house is not fit for that, nor can I probably afford it. If they would add in a price, then maybe I could evaluate whether it was something for me. And I'd love to automate my house, but the Motica is expensive. I know, I have insider knowledge. I'm in on the down low, yo. And not only is it expensive, but you need certain infrastructure. And my home does not have said before mentioned infrastructure. Like cabling and if you want your door to open automatically, you need power to your door. That's not something I have. Of course, you could say, okay, but you don't. Let's say you don't need to open your door automatically. I say, okay, perhaps. But then, what will I use the Motica for? You could say you can turn on and off your lights in a scheduler as you wish. Yes, but I don't have the infrastructure for that, because that would require your switching board to be able to steer your lights. You know how much that shit costs? I don't know if you do, because I don't know who's watching this, but that's not cheap either. This is an old house. This was built in the 1940s, I think, or the 1960s. In either case, it's an old house, and we do not have the infrastructure for that. So sorry, ad person, I am not interested in your domotica. And it's a bit odd that you're suggesting this, because I have not researched domotica. My wife sells those things, so she might get the ad, although if she sells them, then why does she need ads for them? But at the very least, she'd have shown interest. I have made an error. Oh no. So it's like this. She is like in a way related to domotica. I am not. I mean, okay, yeah, I have a degree in electronics. Yes, but that's like a long time ago, man. Why are you bothering me with what happened 15 years ago? No, the electronics degree was like 19 years ago. So, yeah, something almost 2 decades ago, and I get ads for it now. I don't think so. Although perhaps they can't, the tracking that they do isn't detailed enough to tell me when I graduated with my degree in electronics. I say degree, but I don't know the American term for, like, I've graduated high school and it was in this or that subject. If I recall correctly, someone, Gavin Free, as it was, initiated a conversation in the Rooster Teeth company, on a podcast, about the US and UK educational system. And again, if I recall correctly, Americans, they don't get an actual course like that they can choose until after they graduate high school. I say high school because, well, yeah, it's high school, yeah. That's probably the last level you reach. It's not a game, I know, but last level you reach before going to college, higher education. So in Europe, you select what course you want to, what you want to learn, what you want to pursue already a lot earlier. And I think the equivalent is middle school, when you're like 12. Sure, that's a little bit early, and for me the choice was made by my parents because they said, no, he should learn to do something with his hands. They didn't know back then what I was going to, if I was going to be inclined to study, you know. I was able to study pretty well, but was I going to keep doing it? Who knew? Not me for sure. In any case, this is one I have to apply my noggin a bit. You know, do I go here? The green can go there. Yeah. Turns out I was perfectly capable of keeping my interest in education, at least until a certain level, and I stopped caring, but that was pretty late in the game, so I would have been fine doing something more challenging, but I'm not gonna judge my parents for the decisions they made. They led me to where I am, and I'm pretty happy where I am. So no hard feelings, you know. This may be an error as well. Like, if I try go here, then this one can't go there. I can't go around either of them, so try again. We'll have this one go there. Sometimes you have to take the unintuitive approach. Even the 6x6 can give you reason to pause. So, we haven't seen an ad in a while. I'm running out of topics for conversation. Oh no, quick, show me an ad. Show me an ad. So like some kind of Disney song. Not gonna start singing. But I could. I'll be warned. If I start getting bored, I might start to sing. Then we'll all be in deep things. Deep hoo-hoo. Yes, I said hoo-hoo. Stop judging me. So back to ads, discussing them. Yeah, why did I suddenly end up in the educational system in Europe? So specifically my experiences with them. Yes, because I got an ad for Domotica in which I thought that I might have been targeted due to my previous academic history. And that the ad may have not been able to distinguish when I reached that level, and it may have assumed I've made an American assumption. Like it may have assumed that my education was structured similarly as in America, where if you are specialized in a certain area, you have done so in a college level. And in Europe, that's not the case. You can specialize earlier. That's not the proper way here. That's gonna be it. And yeah, for me, it's been far too long to warrant being targeted by ads for it. Just saying, ad people, if anyone's watching, for any ad marketing related person, ad related person that's watching, you know who you are. So don't target me based on my previous academic achievements, whether they be significant or not. They may be too long ago, simply. Luckily, the thing I took for in college, or equivalent of college in Europe, I'm still active in that. Programming, IT in general. Not just playing Flow Free on the interwebs, or Flow Hexes, as it would seem to be the case. But you can also target me for ads pertaining playing Flow Free Hexes on the internet. Yeah, but no purses, please. Game, please. This was not a good flow. You can go with the flow. Maybe I should go take a more roundabout way. That's still blocking. Oh, that's yeah, it's like this. Ah, it's like this. The solution is this way, similar to this. Still haven't seen an ad. I'm starting to run dry here, buddy. Again, showing my age. That's something Pauly Shore used to say. An actor pretty famous in the 90s. The 90s. When everything was awesome. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Oh. Frosting. So, how far in are we? I'm gonna go back here. Sweet Jesus. So it's until 150, and I'm pretty halfway. We can push through. This seems to be going fast enough. And it's not like any of us is going anywhere. You had the luxury of skipping ahead. I have to slog through all of them. Oh no, I have to play this game. It's the game that I chose to play. I have no option not to play it, except not playing it. I chose. Why did I choose to play this game? That's maybe a good topic as well. I just wasn't feeling like playing something too demanding, and I was running a bit late, so it wasn't. I could have done a Dark Souls 2 episode, but I was running a little bit behind, and Dark Souls 2 episode usually takes an hour or two to have like a decent conclusion. My character right now is in Drangley Castle, and it's gonna make his way from the Rune Sentinel area to the Twin Dragon Riders. And I'm not experienced in doing I made a mistake in doing Twin Dragon Riders. So I may be struggling a little bit, even though they're supposed to be hard. Their swings still hurt. I may very well die. But then again, I will probably try the co-op or summon an NPC just because I like it. Don't judge me. It's supposed to be fun. Oh, does it count as 2? No, it doesn't. See, that's why interrupting or redoing the previous color doesn't add a move. It's so frequent that it happens accidentally. And I like that Big Dog Games doesn't punish us for these kind of mistakes. They say perfect, and it's not perfect. But they say it's a game. It's supposed to be fun, and they know. They know. It tells. You can tell they know. It shows. Oh. Oh. I have like a water bottle, and it's dry. Do I really have to cut this out? It's like a lot of work. I could just take a break now. Well, take a break. Just to, refill the water bottle or change the water bottle. Yeah. I put this pump on it, and then I have easy water. pretty cheap as well. You know, those 5-liter bottles, all that plastic, costs like peanuts. Peanuts are cheaper than water. Telling you, water is gonna help. They don't make the water like they used to. They don't price them like they used to. Oh, I don't really know how much they priced water. So let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I may have selected the wrong color because this I still need to do a bit groundwork. We'll see if we can make it go. Oh yeah, that went well. Come on. Okay. The virtual Android machine is struggling a bit. I can see how it's a demanding game. Yeah, so that's something bit unfortunate, really. Bit embarrassing, Bluestacks. Get your shit together, eh? Your act. Get your act together. Excuse me. So what are we at now? Is this 8x8? I think it is. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So go around, and then we have clear path to victory. Ta-da! 8x8. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm not streaming this right now, and you may be wondering, but Vessel, you love streaming. What's going on? Why? But if not streaming, then what are you doing? And I made a mistake here. And I wasn't feeling it. Again, not really a good explanation. I think it was not a good explanation. But this isn't really a high-profile game, so I don't expect a lot of people to be interested. So why do you record it for YouTube, you say? I say, stop badgering me, you annoying person. You're not my mother, nor are we married. You have no right to talk to me this way. I made a mistake again. So let's lay the groundwork first, and then build our house. I had to layer these first so I could be sure my light blue was routed correctly. Again, still no ads. I was like beginning to expect them, you know, like a trusted friend that says, I'll be right back. You won't be seeing me for a little while, but it won't be long. We'll be together soon. And then they don't call, they don't leave a message, they don't, you know, WhatsApp. I don't use WhatsApp, but they don't Facebook message you. It's like it never happened. But then in a bad way, because people sometimes say like it never happened. In a good context, not here, not today. It's just nothing. It's the emptiness inside that's creeping up. No, don't go left. Left, right, left. It puts a person alone with his thoughts, and that's rarely a good idea. Because then he starts getting ideas, and you all know how ideas end up. You either end up in jail, or like dead or something, or in debt. No. Nothing ever good came out of having ideas. No, there's an idea. Did something good ever come from an idea? You could say, but the light bulb was invented by someone having an idea, and Aristoteles had an idea about buoyancy. There's a pretty known phrase about it, something about eureka, maybe, you know. You might have heard it. So, was that a good idea? Were there bad connotations to the invention of the light bulb? Internet, go. I shall be standing by. Oh, updates. I'm pro. So we're at 101, half an hour in. I could push through and go for the 150. I could do that. This was a mistake. I might even consider it. Oh snap. So this has to go over there. And this has to go over there. Though it's definitely slowing down. Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt. Ain't no valley low enough. Oh, that's not right. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe. Yes. Yeah. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no river wide enough. Ain't no river to keep me from getting to you, babe. This is right. There we go, and this needs to go around because blue is gonna go this way. Leave some room for the green. No. No, yellow probably needs to go up. Yeah. Then the green will go. No, this isn't it. This is it. Oh, I finally found someone. There we go. The mystery has been solved. We have cracked the code. Dan Brown, eat your heart out. We've solved all your stuff. Like Sean Connery's stuff. Look at me now, Moneypenny. Moneypenny. Look at me now, Moneypenny. I want to undo that bow and get to know you. Oh, James. Maybe slowing down because of the streaming. Because of the recording. I'm not gonna say my PC is super duper. I try to go with like maximum specs that I could afford, but it's not an i7, it's an i5. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. CPU usage doesn't seem to be off the charts. It's like at 25%, which is good. So why the lag? I don't know if you can see it, but I can, and that's what matters. Bleep the audience. No, you guys are awesome. I'm not gonna say, I was gonna say they're the reason why I do this, but that's not true. Sad as it may be for you, you are not the reason why I play games. It's pretty selfless, really. No, not selfless, selfish. It's all for me. That's the truth of it. Can't. I'd be lying if I was saying anything else. It's not even like beneficial for people that I love, because I don't get that much support of it. Oh, for it, I mean, not of it. The game has supported me just fine, except financially, but let's not go into that. But yeah, I do it because it's fun. And you should too. I mean, I'm not saying you should play games, although I don't see a reason why anyone would not play games in moderation. But that's not what I'm saying. What am I saying? I think I forgot my train of thought again. Sorry, I'm getting older. It's all starting to fall apart. So yeah, it's not helping anyone. It's maybe helping my memory. That's definitely a possibility. I'm actually thinking slower because of the lag. Incredible. But if I don't get to play a game every now and then, I hear feedback from my surroundings that it's not as fun to be around me, per se. So I have to keep track of that. Like this? No, that can't be it. This is there's something that needs to go around, like the yellow. So that's it. It's a little chess-like. No, it's not chess-like. But as with any game, it helps to think ahead of your movements. Hola. Hola, señor. ¿Cómo está la biblioteca? So the blue. Let's do the blue. Leave an area open for the yellow. Let's do the yellow. Sometimes it's easier to just do the hard thing, and then as you are routing it, you can see the challenges. I'd really like to get this one done. This one and done before I stop for the day. No, I think I messed up. So let's leave that one there hanging a bit and start routing some stuff. Like this one can go. It's bothering me. Like, get out. This one goes there. So yellow has to go around, definitely. red can go there. And then this is a problem. Don't think this was wrong, I think. So let's do that. Aha. There we go. Put the red, and now the yellow can go around. There we go. Sometimes you get a paradox, and you say or contradiction. A paradox is an apparent contradiction, but not an actual contradiction. Sometimes you get a contradiction, and you know you're on the wrong track here. Redo, because we want that perfect. I could just like fix it, and we'd get a complete and hey, well done, pat on the head. But I want a perfect. Funny how a perfect isn't actually perfect, because you made mistakes. You just erased them. Never happened. I was never here. You've never seen my face. You and me, we have not had a single interaction up until this very moment. Just like that. And the game says, perfect. You people who obviously have not met before are now perfect. You inexplicably are familiar with each other's properties and quirks. The way she smiles when seeing the children play. The way her hair waves. The little white streak she has going on there. She's a bit embarrassed about it, but I think it looks good on her. It has those. It always reminds me of Rogue in the first X-Men movies. The first two, yeah, there was never a 3. They skipped right straight to 4. Are they? Are they? Peculiar, even. We cannot explain something like a phenomenon. Yeah, I'd quoted LL Cool J. What you gonna do about it? Again, man, I said the 90s. Everything that was like worth mentioning later on happened in the 90s. JFK, footnote, mostly. Cliff note, that's what it's called. But LL Cool J's phenomenon, it was yeah, that was it, man. That's all you needed. All you need to find is the love lost along the way. All I need to find. We're gonna celebrate. 120. It's not going as quickly as I would have liked. I could do a second recording later on and finish it. But later on is gonna be pretty late on. If you know what I mean. No! I messed up. Come on. Yeah. Because if I'm gonna push this to 150 puzzles completed, there'll be repercussions that I may not be willing to call upon me to trigger. So yeah, that was part 1 of Flow Free Hexes. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. Maybe subscribe if you want to see more, if you want to be notified. And in the meantime, explore the playlists for my other playthroughs. Bye.